Hi there, welcome to another episode of Dave's Desk Bible Basics. Today we're looking at the letter to Titus. Titus is another of Paul's closest friends and colleagues, and this is another also written on that fourth missionary journey that Paul has taken, probably written between 63 and 65 AD, whilst Titus is ministering in Crete. What's happened is that Paul and Titus have travelled to Crete, set up a church, planted a church there. Paul has travelled on and left Titus as his sort of in his shoes as his surrogate within the church in Crete. And partly this letter is explaining what Paul's planning to do the next phase. So we know that although Titus is going to be there for a while, Paul is sending Tychicus to come and take over from him, so that Paul and Titus can go and do some ministry together, and then Paul is going to send Titus on to Dalmatia to do more ministry later. We also know from other letters and places that Titus has been for a long time a confidant in this way. He's delivered letters, most notably the letters to the church in Corinth. So that 1 and 2 Corinthians seem to have been taken by Titus. He's been given the authority to gather the collection that's talked about in those letters. So Titus is very much someone who's trusted, who you can rely on. Paul isn't writing this letter because he's not sure if Titus really knows what he's doing. He's writing it to give him confidence in what he's already doing, probably. And in a similar way to the letters to Timothy, it really focuses on what he needs to teach the church. So focuses on the idea of the need to love, to do, and to teach what is good. And it also includes some classical summaries of Christian doctrine, and I'd encourage you to read through chapter 3 verses 1 to 11, which in a similar way to some of the extracts from 2 Timothy is very much the wise counsel of a parental figure for a church that at present is in a relatively peaceful state. I mean, Crete was kind of that time and that place was kind of like Las Vegas. It really wasn't a morally pure type of place. But what they're going to go into is something far more challenging. And I think it's good for us to think about the wisdom of what Paul teaches here and how that should affect and impact on our lives. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.